The episode begins within the hospital where we see some thirsty nurses gossiping about the hot male patient under their care. And when one of the nurses stumbles into his room and gets a glimpse of Jinwoo's muscles, she respectfully asks for his number. Gentlemen, you all know what to do to get the ladies to ask you out. Almost get killed by godlike statues, accept a deal from an unknown entity upon the brink of death, and work out like your life literally depends on it. Fuck that and everything about it. You may now all refer to me as the Bachelor. Time moves on until we get reintroduced to the now new and improved Jinwoo. The young man has grown stronger, taller, more rugged. A change that's almost as jarring to him as it is even for his sister. Once he bids her a farewell on her way to school, Jinwoo sits before the system screens as he ponders whether or not to reveal his growing power. But with all things taken into consideration, he shrewdly decides to keep things under wraps. The young man decides that the best way to hone his new strength is through dungeon encounters. And so, the still E-ranked hunter spends the next few days desperately trying to find a group that'll accept him. After many rejected applications, we see him walk towards a group that has accepted his request. It's a mid-level group led by a C-rank hunter known as Hwang Dong-suk, who specializes as a tank. With introductions complete and contracts signed, he becomes a temporary member. But he has misgivings about this new group, especially when he realizes that they operate without a healer and circumvent this deficiency by hiring random low-level hunters to make up the numbers. We get introduced to the final temporary member of the group and trust fund baby known as Yu Jinho, as the enthusiastic young man arrives equipped in the flashiest armor that his wealthy father can buy. Within the dungeon, the group finds themselves before an area filled with hollowed-out caves and are soon attacked by a multitude of vicious spider creatures. Jinwoo is impressed by the group's performance, because even though they have no healer, their discipline and group dynamic easily sees them through the encounter. Further on, they go until the group finds themselves before an extraordinarily large horde of mana stones. And as they prepare to harvest the great treasure before them, Dong-suk suddenly states that some of their tools were left in the previous chamber, and they'll be making a quick run to get them, insisting that the two temporary members carry on until they return. Dong-suk's group's plan is as simple as it is sinister. They grab low-level hunters into their party, use them as bait, and then swoop in to claim all the rewards for themselves. And as the episode comes to an end, we watch as the two betrayed young men find themselves before the final boss of the dungeon.